This is the Wholesome Podcast. Wholesome B. Mitch, Wavy Trey. Today we got Lisa and Ariel. Ariel, my bad. So,
Like the mermaid.
Yeah, like the mermaid. So they're both married. So we're doing a marriage edition. You know, me and Trey, we married to the streets, but but it is what it is. That's neither here nor there. So what I want to ask them, you know, for all the the big thing on social media right now is, you know, Jada Smith, Will Smith, the entanglement with August Alsina and all that. So what I want to know is, I mean, what is y'all view on, God forbid, say you got separated from your husband. What's the rules once you're separated?
I feel like it's communication. Like, if you separated and you guys agree that you can go out and seek out,
right?
Both are agreed, then it's
then it's all good.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
And you agree with that?
Yep.
Well, okay, maybe about the communication part. What if y'all just like, fuck it, y'all think y'all done, and divorce papers already out there? Y'all ain't say, shit, go fuck with some other people, go out there and date. If that's not like communicated, but divorce paper on the table, doesn't matter.
Well, that divorce paper pretty much mean that you're gonna separate. So yeah, just go.
Yeah, I think the paper will.
Yeah.
I mean, once it's set in stone at that point.
I feel like once the paper is like that, like solidifies it right there.
That you can go do what you want.
And low key, to me, in my opinion, once you separate, communication paper, whatever, it is what it is.
I
at
feel
that
like
point,
we separated. I don't need to communicate that shit.
yeah, I mean that's how I feel too, though. Like,
no, I feel like if you two agree that you want to separate, just to kind of try it out and come back and work, then yeah, you should communicate. But
right.
You saying that, hey, we separate and we're gonna head towards divorce, then I guess don't say nothing.
Right.
Yeah, because in that situation with Will and Jada, they said I've seen the little red tape talk shit. They said they were like fully done at that point. They ain't think they were coming back from the shit. So I can't knock what they.
So what do y'all think about like open marriages? Are y'all in open marriage, or is it closed off? Is it monogamous, polyamorous? What's y'all marriage criteria? I guess.
I'm not in an open marriage. I feel like
we're not.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm cool with like open marriage. Like if we're married and we're together, like I feel like we're together, like me and you. But like once it's like we're separated, then okay. Like I feel like it's like fair game.
Well, you guys got married. Have you ever brung in a third party? Have you ever spiced up the relationship somehow?
No, my husband don't believe in that. I actually would try it, but he wouldn't. So I just leave it like that.
Me, I'm selfish. I don't.
So you just not for it, and then you would try it, but it's just he like nah.
I mean, not to say that I wouldn't try, but I just kind of.
There's never been a topic conversation in the household?
No, I don't think so.
I can't, I mean, not serious, but I'll joke around.
Right.
But really, I don't, I mean, if I'm serious to my husband, I think he might be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But to me, if I'm just joking, just kind of see where he's going at, then I'm just going to play like that.
You just checking the temperature. You just checking the temp. Trey, what about you? So when you get married, when you find Miss Trey, it's gonna be open or what? What are you doing? A monogamous relationship?
I think I could be open to a third female and just stop by every once in a while. I'll let her choose.
Like as a girlfriend or what? Or just coming through as a thing for y'all or what?
It's a thing, spice shit up. But I know common courtesy, just let the female choose. I ain't gonna do shit. That what you want to do? Then shit, I'm with the shit because I'm always with the shits. But you gotta let her choose.
So you would have a monogamous relationship, but you would have threesomes occasionally if that's what your girl wanted.
Yes.
But what if she really liked What if she started to develop feelings where it wasn't just sex anymore?
She wanted, that's a good question.
Am I included?
Nope.
If I'm not included, then I don't know. I'll probably feel some type of way.
But that could happen. I mean,
it does happen.
Emotions happen.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if I'm included, I don't give a fuck. If I'm not included, I don't know. I'll feel some type of way.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would try open marriage just to try it. What does it hurt to try it?
Very true.
I mean, it doesn't
just
hurt
to see. Because I mean, none of us know what that would be like.
Right.
No, we really don't. But I would be so I low key would be jealous. Like if my husband liked her just a little bit more than me, maybe.
How would you know?
It has to be like an understanding and communication.
You would never know. You might just feel some type of way. You might be like just misconstrued on a little thing that he don't even thinking like that.
Right.
So but that's why communication is key.
That is true.
Yes.
So be like, damn, like you always, if it's like a open shit, you'd be like, I think you should, if it's open, then it is a third party, and y'all all three tight like that. I think in a marriage like that, maybe weekly or monthly, should have just a little round table discussion, family discussion, and how everybody feeling and shit.
Right.
Just to see where they heads at and shit, so nobody feel excluded. I think.
I mean, but that's not always realistic though. Like, so like in y'all marriages now, do y'all sit down and have a round table discussion?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
All the time.
Not me.
Not about that, but just
in general.
Yes. You have to in a marriage.
I agree with that, but my husband is just not the type to sit down and like let his emotions out.
A lot of guys aren't like that.
He shuts like.
Literally just a lot of guys are closed off emotionally. I mean, you would think, I guess, when you get married, they open up more, but that's just a trait a lot of men have, but they're just not that open.
See, I always wondered like that. I'm like, is my husband the only one that just literally shuts off?
No,
I say that it takes time for men to really mature in that way. It does. It does. And I think that in your 20s, 30s, you're not, but maybe in your 40s and 50s, you will.
Well, I don't like the way that was worded. I feel like that was taking a shot at all men. I don't know.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, based on like my dating in the past, men that are my age or younger, communication sucks. It just is. And I just think that it's a learning process.
I feel like I'm a great communicator, but I could be.
You communicate your emotions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
No, I like.
So how about this? Would other people say that you communicate your emotions? Would they say Trey communicates his emotions very well?
I think so.
Okay, they're not gonna say that about me. They're not gonna say that about me.
I'm an open book. I'll express how I feel type shit.
No, they 100%.
That's good.
That is good.
I wish my husband would open up more to me because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. Like I'll express my feelings, and I'm very expressive, and it's like and I'll say like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, do you hear what I'm saying? And then I just feel like he doesn't.
But what if he was like super expressive like you? Now y'all both two expressive people talking expressively.
Well,
talking in circles.
You gotta express and also take advice in as well.
Not you gotta do both. Oh, right. Gotta do both.
You gotta do both. So if you're just expressing, you don't care what the other person thinks, then
that's a problem. That's not gonna work. Yeah, both can't just be too expressive. Right. That sounds like a headache.
Yeah, definitely.
In a marriage, you have to compromise a lot.
Yes, you do. I will say you have to compromise.
What have you guys compromised in your marriage?
I mean, this sounds like it's like little things, like my husband, my husband has this thing where he likes to like leave his shoes like out like in front of like in a little hallway area, and he'll leave like a bunch of shoes, and I'll say, can you just like leave one pair,
right,
and then like put the other away? Let's compromise like that. So stuff like that, it just makes things a lot more peaceful. If he just compromise even the little things.
But what have you compromised?
Y'all live together, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I live with you, you live with me, we have to compromise in order to live together peacefully, or we're gonna fight or argue all the time.
That's how
we're gonna bump heads all the time.
Yeah. Compromise.
Yeah, compromise.
I mean, to just everything, whatever that. Yeah.
But so at what point do you draw the line? Like, I'm not compromising on this though. So like, what if that's like his routine? He like to come in, he like put the shoes right there, and that's just his routine. He like, why do I need to compromise on that? I mean, you know, people say something.
Maybe that's why you got a wife. Like, I ain't gonna compromise, so you put that shit away.
Well, I don't know. If you're not gonna compromise, and there's something that I'm not gonna do as well.
Right.
You know? So
it's gonna be tick for tack.
It's probably pretty. Marriage
for sure.
You can be pretty petty in marriage. Like you're like, hey, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, you don't want to do that? I ain't gonna do that.
But like in a marriage, at the end of the day, if you really want this marriage to last, you're gonna have to communicate and compromise. Like that. if you want your marriage to be the priority and to last, that's just what you have to do.
You have to sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Like, you have to put your feelings aside,
right,
your pride aside,
for
and
sure.
just be like, you know what? I don't want to argue with you. Let's just let's just compromise. I'll just deal with it. It's just like that.
No, I get it. That's what I get it.
And
it can be frustrating, but
marriage is not perfect, or just relationship is not perfect. It's kind of like I always tell my friend, like, you have to pick and choose what you want to put up with.
Right? No, that's a fact. But once you married, though, I mean,
you married that person because you already know what you wanted to put up with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
That's how I see it. Like,
there we go. Right? Yeah, I agree.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say once you married, I mean, you already got to deal with it.
Right. Like,
So I mean, it's too late. So you got to kind of figure it out before then.
Yeah.
On what you actually want to deal with.
Right.
But I don't know. So everybody doesn't do that. Some people just get married and then they're like, "Damn, this person is nuts."
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that, I read in Google that you need to be in a relationship for an average of 5 years to really know somebody before you make that jump.
No, I 100%
I
agree
with that shit completely.
I do agree with that.
I think after 5 years, if you know that you're not going to marry that person, then you just need to break up.
No, I agree. You know how much backlash we get for saying that on here? We say that all the time.
People be having full-blown arguments with me.
They
say 5 years too long and shit.
No,
I don't think
I would wait 5 years to marry somebody.
I wish I would have waited 5 years
Mm-hmm.
before I decided to be in a relationship with my husband and move in with him and do all that.
Right.
Because once we were together, I started to notice things that were really bothering me. I was like, dang, I wish I would have saw this ahead of time.
Right.
Like a red flag. But
y'all just started learning each other at that moment. Whether you didn't get that chance to learn before.
Yeah, we were so in love that we just kind of
You're in the
wanted to
stage.
be.
Right.
We wanted to
You
be
gotta
with
get past
each
that.
other so bad, and we just failed to look at you know what I mean? We just rushed it.
Well, I think that if you're not married and you've been with somebody for a long time, you should try to live with them just to see how they are like as well. Because you don't want to live separate and get married and live together and shit, I don't know what this person's about.
But the one thing though, if you move in with somebody before you're married, I mean, then your lives become intertwined, and there's a chance y'all can break up any day.
That's a chance that you're gonna take.
That's why I ain't in a relationship.
That's what I'm just saying. And then a lot of people are like, well, I'm wasting my time. Well, to me, yes, you can waste your time, but at the same time, you are learning something out of it.
You are learning, and you're possibly growing.
Yes. Yes, and yes. So.
I'm still learning things about my husband now. And we've been together for 13 years.
Right. People say you're constantly, you're gonna learn forever. I guess they say.
Yeah.
But I feel like I want to know everything before I even get married.
Exactly. That would take me a while.
Yeah. I wish I did.
But I guess it's probably impossible though.
No, it is.
It is because there's just
I think that just learn the bad behavior first, or whatever. Like I say, what you're willing to put up with, and then if that bad behavior is out, and then you learn about the smaller thing, I think it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
So let's go to Trey's keys to the game.
All right, Trey's keys to the game. All right, I need 3 pros and 3 cons of being married from the both of you guys.
3 pros, 3 cons of being married.
People who might want to be married one day.
That's tough.
We could edit the silent part.
Okay.
No, we gonna leave that silent.
Little timer right here. How long it takes?
With the Jeopardy music.
I would say the pros for me will be just having a partner there that you know that will be there for you through thick and thin.
Right, through whatever.
Yep, and having just the financial part. It's both parties at that, And the third part will be just I don't know. I gotta think about the third one.
What about you? 3 pros. Let's go 3 pros first.
Definitely just having having that partnership, and because I have a 3-year-old, so being on the same page and having that partnership and stuff, it helps with raising a child.
For sure.
Definitely stability, being with somebody that's stable, it does help, because it'd be hard if I was, my husband, he just didn't really care and just spent money however he wanted to, and we have bills and things like that.
Right.
So stability. Third thing, just having.
I guess having safe sex. I guess.
That too.
Yeah.
That I will say, because you don't have to really worry about that.
Right.
Yeah, that's. Really
So what are the 3 cons then?
Compromise.
Compromise, and compromise.
For me, it'd be compromise. Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't like. Sometimes it's like, look, I'm not compromising with that. Like, you just gotta. It'll be just like. Yeah.
Compromise, and my husband is he's a little bit more conservative, so he's not really happy some of the clothes that I choose. Not that I dress like a slut or anything like that, but it just some
we
stuff
don't slut shame here. You probably dress pretty well.
No, but I would like to wear like maybe crop tops sometime or like a V-neck to show my cleavage, but my husband, he's kind of conservative, so he doesn't like that.
Right.
So I mean, out of respect, compromising, I'm going to dress like modest, I guess you could say. And yeah, and I guess kind of not asking permission, but just communicating like something that you want to do that maybe against their belief.
Right, because I could definitely see how that's a con. You feel like I'm an
adult.
adult.
Permission, low key, cause like if you're in marriage, like
like if I want to buy
you don't want to blindside them.
Right.
Something expensive, thousands. So you're gonna like want to.
You definitely want to communicate that.
Right.
So
makes sense.
I mean, selfish. Like, just when you're in a marriage, like, you just can't really be selfish because it's not like really about you.
It's
anymore.
It's 2.
Exactly. And with me, it's 3. So it's like you can't really be selfish.
Well, the stepdaughter.
Wow.
I have a stepdaughter. We have a child.
It's like it's not just about you anymore. It's about us.
Right.
As a family. Yeah.
Right.
I got a question for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you say you've been married for 3 years?
Yes.
And you got a 3-year-old kid?
Yes.
Which one came first?
I got married first.
Okay. I was curious.
Yeah, we got married.
Yeah.
Actually, my husband was like my first everything.
We both are firm believer that we want to have kids while we're married.
Right.
I don't believe in having kids out of wedlock. That's just my belief. People can believe what they want, but that's just what I believe. So.
No doubt. So let's go romantic or red flag. So y'all got your hearts, you know what I'm saying? Your romantic hearts, your red flags.
Okay.
So, romantic or red flag? Marriage edition. Your husband, your partner, being super controlling over your day-to-day life. So they kind of like, well, you need to do this every day, you need to do this, you need to do that. I want to find a way to argue. Why y'all say red flag?
Because I mean, that's controlling, right? So therefore, I feel like if a man is controlling, he's insecure, and this is a new age, and we're not back in the 1800s.
True.
So women does have rights, and they should not be controlled. Just like I would never control my husband.
Don't we reach the 70s?
Well, also I feel like you should trust. Like if I marry you, you should trust me. Yeah. Like, I trust you. Like I trust my husband.
Right.
So it's like you should trust me.
Right. Trey, what you saying about the 70s?
I was playing. I was playing. Don't take me serious on that.
So what if they're saying like they're trying to do it because they have like your best interest? They're like, oh, I know how this goes. This is how you can be the most productive throughout the day. Like, but it's controlling in a way. But they just like, no, this is just the best way to do it.
It depends if you know they right. If you know they right, then that's a different story. But like if someone controlling, I was just about to say that's just like being a job. So that's just micromanaging. Mm-hmm. So nobody like being micromanaged.
Right.
But shit, if that nigga right then.
But I just feel like nobody would like to be controlled. I mean, if you ask anybody, and I just feel like if that person,
some people do.
Some people do like it.
You feel me? That's why that domination shit's out there. Be submissive ass people, like. But that's neither here or there.
But no, some people are into that. They like to have that guidance.
Yeah, be told what to do. Because a lot of people are indecisive.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you guys indecisive in a marriage?
No. I know what I want.
How about romantic red flag? Being indecisive in a marriage. So your partner is indecisive. Is that romantic or a red flag?
That's a tough one. But shit, I'll tell you what to do then.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really tough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could deal with it. I'm gonna go red flags. It might be just too annoying for me.
I'm about to say it does get annoying after a while.
Yeah.
Are you an indecisive person?
Because you're indecisive before.
I know exactly what I want.
We know what we want. I feel like it's an age that plays in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
I think so too.
Right.
As you get older, you just know what you want.
Exactly.
Right. All right. So romantic a red flag. Having different views than you, like different, just different views, different perspectives.
That's a great conversation piece.
It is.
What if it's political views?
That's
fine too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's healthy.
As long as you don't force me to believe in your belief, then I don't care. Have your own belief.
I'm pretty sure they're playing marriages with different like political.
Right. So this is where that can get problematic.
No. You black, you voting for Trump though. I don't know.
Well, that's different. That's a different political view.
Yeah, but if I ain't gonna say what I'm about to say. But yeah, if I marry someone black and shit, and that's your political.
Well, I'm saying, what's wrong?
That'd be the only downer.
Well, that's just a different view, though. Yeah. I mean, it's just a different viewpoint.
Right.
So, I mean, what's really the issue with it then? Right. According to you, I say red flag. But why would that be different than any other viewpoint? I mean,
only that one because that's more of a promotion of racism and shit, and just.
But what if they don't? Okay, what if they say, well, I don't agree with that part of it, but I still support them for these reasons.
It gotta be some good reasons, but then I think a person wouldn't be thinking of the bigger picture. I'm always about the bigger picture.
So my husband and I'm either. I don't really like both parties, but he's a Republican, but he doesn't like Trump.
Right.
He preferred a real person who's a Republican,
a real politician.
Yeah, to be in the office, not Trump. So. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna fight with him.
He's still gonna vote for the nigga though.
No, he's not voting. He's not voting.
No, okay, never.
So all of you say it's romantic if it's different views. Why did you guys say romantic?
Because I think it'd be boring to be with somebody who have the same view as you. Exactly. I think it's like yin and yang, right? Mm-hmm. It's good to have balance, right? That's how I see it.
So when do y'all think that could be problematic though? Especially since we're all minorities, so possibly if you dated somebody of a different race. Well,
we have, my husband, he have a daughter, which I have a stepdaughter, and I believe in raising her differently than he does. But at the end of the day, he's my husband, and that is his biological daughter, and if he say, hey, this is how I'm going to raise her, I can't trump that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to okay, that's you, do you.
Right, so you just got to let it go.
Yeah, you have to. In marriage, you have to let things go. You can't hold grudges. That's going to make you get a divorce. You have to make mistake and forgive and move on.
Right. Yeah. You agree? Yeah, that would probably drive me crazy. Yeah. When it comes to stuff like that, in terms of raising a kid and you got different views, that's tough. That's tough to deal with.
It is.
Yeah.
But
it's hard.
Yeah, that's tough.
My husband got in an argument about my daughter because I bought her clothes and the skirt, I felt like the skirt wasn't short. I would never put my daughter in anything inappropriate, but the skirt, he felt the skirt was too short, so we were bumping heads about it, disagreeing and everything like that. But like I said, you have to compromise.
Yes.
Right,
so
for sure.
Okay, well she'll wear stockings.
That's being compromised.
For sure.
So it's but we you just.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
No, the biggest compromise I think society has to make in terms of media and the things that they're portraying, they're putting out there, is they had a compromise on the fact that first Trey, pour us up real quick.
Yeah. Before you finish your thought.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You about to say a great thought.
Yeah. Because society, they be getting stuff wrong. And the media, movies, television, they all got to change y'all. They got to change the narrative and respect the fact that black men don't cheat. This has been the Wholesome Podcast. We appreciate y'all for coming through. The marriage crew, Wavy Trey, Mitch. Thank y'all.
What?
Wow.